Now, continuing on with the RIF program or the layoffs, reduction in force issues, some people have asked us, do employers have to give notice? In most cases that I've seen, the answer would be yes, but there's actually some very specific legislation as far as folks who have companies and businesses in the United States. And that is covered by something called the WARN Act. It stands for the Worker Adjustment and Retraining Notification Act. So when you're looking at somebody just piped up in the chat box and asked, sometimes it doesn't make good sense from a business perspective. And I would agree with you with that statement, Jared, but the law is the law, and you have to think about what's good for your employees as well. So that's why we have to study and know and abide by the WARN Act. So this notice is required for companies who have 100 or more full-time workers when they are laying off at least half of them at a single site of employment. Now, the caveat to that is that you do not have to include amongst your 100 folks people who have less than 6 months on the job. You can line through their names, or workers who have fewer than 20 hours per week. You can line through their names. After you've done that, see if you meet these two standards, 100 full-time workers, or you're laying off at least 50 from a single site. Now, a lot of people get excited and they think, wow, my company is either, we've only got 80 employees, or we have 104 employees, but we're only laying off 28. You're not probably off the hook yet, because there's a big or on this notice. Or someone, or company I should say, employs 100 or more workers who work at least a combined 4,000 hours per week and is a private, not-for-profit, profit, quasi-public entity separately organized. So basically they're trying to cover all their bases here in the end. So let's say you've got that 100 employees, but you're only laying off 15 at each site. If all of your employees work a combined 4,000 hours per week or more, you're still going to have to give them notice. So we're going to go ahead and pull up the WARN text directly from the Department of Labor website in just a moment.